sometimes. And then make sure there's no, I know there's one kind of rivet that's in the way back here a little bit. Alright, so what I'm doing is getting this bracket put up in here, and I need about 28 inches center to center. That's where I measured my shock, where the travel is going to be, and this has to bolt up in here. So I pre-drilled these little holes right here, small ones, just to help me get started, and then I'm going to come back and drill them out with 7/16. And then I made this little fancy cardboard tube. I'm going to put my bolt back in. Where's my bolt go? Yeah, shoot, this will work. To help hold this up. And then I just stuff the bottom of it down in this part. So let's just push this up in here where it's supposed to go. And that also simulates kind of how the shock is going to sit. So I know my angle looks pretty good because I'm centered up in that. And that ought to work about right there. Now, if I can sneak this drill in here and drill, I'm going to drill the back side of it first. Let's see. So just a little bit right there, I think is where it is. Yeah, I don't think there's anything right there. And just a touch right there. Perfect. Perfect right there. Now, let's see if I can get this to start. Drilling a hole right there. Alright, that's got it where I can see it anyway. Now, yeah, perfect. Now if I drill that hole and drill this one at 7/16, then I can, yeah, I don't think there's anything back there in the way. Let's try and, because there's a brake line back there, so I gotta make sure I don't want to hit that. There we go. Just touch. I can get this to push. Almost. Alright, almost there. And there we go. Alright. Alright, Jill, what's your deal here? Come unplugged. Alright. Now, I don't have anything small to go through there. So now I need to drill the 7/16 hole, and it's going to put my other two holes up here somewhere. But if I get that one, then I can bolt that one in. Probably what I should do, I thought about just welding it along the bottom, just to hold it in place. I think I can just drill it like this. Alright, let me drill out these 7/16 holes and then we'll try again. Alright, I took the old step drill bit here to 7/16 and poked it through there. It's just easier to do that way. Now, let's put one of these in here and see. Oh, these are nylock nuts. Dang it. Alright, well, whatever. Let's put this one in here just to kind of help hold this thing into place. And then I can get these other two, because that'll free up a hand and help hold this in place. There we go. I kind of put that. There we go. Look at that. Nice. I like it. Alright, let's get my little handy dandy tool up in here again to help mark all that. Now I want it to sit. Yeah, oh, I need to put the other drill, plug the other drill in. Alright. Whew. Cords are warm, sitting in the sun. Alright, let's see if we can get this popped in there and make some marks. of where this needs to go, and that looks about right. Angled right there, I think right. Well, this will going straight up and down. It's kind of hard to hold all this stuff, y'all. That's why I was thinking to get it right where I want it and tack weld it into place. But okay, this is straight right there. So get this one going. That one did perfect. So way now that I get the top one done. That looks great. I can't see this one too well. I know it's there. Yeah, it's there. Okay, now let's drill these out. And then I'll come again with the magic of editing. Whatever, maybe. Pause it anyway. Now, and put these on a little bit more permanent. Get that drilled up. Let's try and put this together and see how far off my holes are. Because I would not be surprised if they're way off. Because that does happen sometimes. Then, make sure there's no, I know there's one kind of rivet that's in the way back here a little bit. I'm going to have to knock that out, but we're going to try this and see. Just to make sure the holes line up. First, which hopefully they will. Huh. This hair off. What if I tighten that down, then I can just run a chaser through that. Yeah. I need to run a little bit of a chaser. Let me see if I can do it like this. Alright, let's see. Come on. And we'll stick. Set it down somewhere else. Get 2 bolts on my feet now. There we go. That's all we needed was a little bit of a chaser. And we are lined up. All I gotta do is tighten these up. Let's see. I should probably put a washer on each side. Let's do that. I got enough of these washers. There we go. And come on now. I gotta tighten up and then we'll come back off. Alright, well, let me get that loose. Alright, y'all get the point anyway. That makes a pretty good little part. Let's move on and just get this bolted up and then we'll see the finished product. You'll see this part's boring. So I drilled it out, put some bolts in there. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's see if we can get this damn thing in there. It may not be super easy because there ain't a whole lot of room up in there now. But let's give this a shot and see if put the thing out the way, get this up in there, and see if we can. Yes, there we go. And getting a nut and washer and stuff on that. It's going to be a little bit of a trick, I bet. Because that is, yeah, there's something right there in the way. Have to bend a little metal out of the way. Let's see if I can get this up in here. Ooh, that's going to be tight. Let me grab the bolt. I got the bolt over here. Let me grab that too. Put the bottom one in. That's a lot of hard work. And now let's see. Because I already cut this one loose because I had to. Oh my god. Yeah, that's pretty steady. Or sturdy. I can fight this, and I should probably got a jack and pushed it up in there, but I think once I get that set right into place, that is going to work out pretty damn perfect. Alright, let me just get this into place first. I'm going to have to fight this. I need to move the camera out of the way. Alright, a little bit of full disclosure here. Let me pull this thing around. I had to take it back off. One, it wasn't exactly perfect on my angle, so it was a little bit close to this edge right here. So I cut that off a little bit to just this little edge, kind of angled it a little bit to give it a little bit more room. So, because as the leaf spring moves back a little bit, it might hit. So I just want to make sure we had clearance there. Then up in there, I had to get the firewall bent back a little bit, the little piece, so I can put the bolt on. It's a little close to that. And now I am, get you over here. There we go. This bump stop. I ain't got my glasses. I can't see anything. I can't see the camera. Hopefully y'all can see this. My hand move. Yeah, this right here. This bump stop doesn't really do much. So we are going to put that one in there and give it a little bit more space. That way, if it flexes, it'll actually catch and it'll keep my, hopefully, keep my wheels from hitting the damn fenders like they did before. Let's see, get this off here a little bit. Oh, oops, sorry, almost knocked on it. All right, it's cut. And even with the 37s, even though I got the 6-inch lift and I did some cutting, I put the fender flares, it flexes enough that it was hitting. It'd get up in my wheel wells a little bit and mess things up. So I'm gonna put this new fancy 4.5-inch bump stop on there, and that'll hopefully make up a little bit for the 6-inch lift and give me a little bit more breathing room, I hope, and keep us. I still got to do a little bit of cutting out, I think. I got to cut out these fenders a little bit more. The 37s, they fit with the 6-inch lift, but if you wheel it a little bit, they get caught. So let's see. Put this joker up in there. That is going to look a lot better, especially when you get the new shock in there, and that ought to actually help something too. There we go. Should have got me a one of this, but oh well. It'll work. And I did put the shock all the way in. That's how I was able to determine the angles off just a little bit. So I'll remember that on the other side. Even though I have my fancy tube adjustment tool, it was not quite enough. So anyway, y'all don't want to see somebody sitting there tighten this, so let me come right back. I'll get the shock put in, I'll have this in, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, there we go. Okay, shock's in. You can see how it looks. It's not too bad, right? It ain't too bad at all. Go down there. I still gotta tighten these up, but that's pretty good. That's 7 inches of travel here, and that means it's got 7 inches up, 7 inches down, so it's right in the middle of the travel. Actually, it's a little bit down. It's like 6.5 here. So it gives a little extra bit on the drop. It's not going to bottom out to 7 inches because it's not going to bring this all the way up to here. I mean, it could, but I doubt it. I doubt it'll come all the way up. I don't really wheel it that hard anyway, so I want a little bit extra on the bottom. So we're looking pretty good. And we got this thing installed. It's looking nice. I just got to put the tire back on and now do the other side. Whoo! Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. All right, we got the exhaust in there. That is looking mighty fine. Or at least one of them. One of them is this side. Not so much. I had to pull it back out because this bolt down here, right there, I had this facing with the wow, this is hard. You can't see it. Probably can't see that. I can't see it. Anyway, the spring shackle bolt was faced to the inside, so we had to switch it around. And now got this side in, but I'm getting the exhaust fixed now. with this exhaust bung. So I got to weld this exhaust bung on. So I pulled my exhaust out, and I already drilled a hole. Just took a strip, just the little step drill bit, drilled it down in there, dumped everything out, nice and clean inside. So now I got to pop this up here. And I almost cleaned this off where it drilled out and left a little bit of a lip, but that lip kind of helps hold this into place, sort of, where I need it to be. So now that has to go on there. And I got it on the passenger side because it looks like it's going to work better that way, I think. So, got the old Lincoln 180. Oh, it's going to fall as soon as I move this anyway, but let's put it aside. Give this just a little tack. I wound up pumping it and I got a big old wire sticking out. That's what she said. Alright. Let's see if we can just get this kind of. Grab the gloves and mark my fingers up. It ain't that hot. Probably won't get it hot that fast anyway, but I'm gonna see if I can't do this in the dark. Alright, let's see. I believe that would be just about right. It should be canted out just a little bit, which is what I want. They say you're supposed to put it in like 10 degrees off of, straight across. It should be in the upper 10 degrees pointing up. I don't see what the difference is. They say so it doesn't get condensation on it. Well, okay, stick it straight down from the top, and then it's not going to get condensation because it's hanging straight down. So I put it in straight down. Do the same thing on the other side for my air-fuel ratio gauge in the cockpit that I got. I got a gauge for that, so I got an O2 sensor on that side. Now I'm going to have one on this side that's going to be for the computer. So let's get this, tack this a little bit. Woo. I do not have a good. Let's clean this off a little better on this side. Let's see. That sounded weird. I can hear it over there. Alright. There we go. Now that'll hold it in place. Start to weld the inside. That's weird. I need to adjust that in here. Ooh, that's terrible in there. I need to grind that down a little bit. I'm gonna get a grinder in there and fix that. Okay, anyway, let's see. Put a little tack on this side just to hold it in place. Go. Alright, now where is my weld helmet? Lost it. Thought I brought it outside. I guess I didn't. Did we leave it inside? No. I lost my welding helmet, y'all. I don't know what I did with it. Let's find that. I set it somewhere. I tell y'all, man, getting old sucks. You just lose stuff. I have no idea where it was. Why I set it way over there, but I did. Let's see if I can get down here where I can see what the hell's happening. Maybe. I'm wearing good shorts, fire retardant shorts for welding. I just got done cutting the grass, so I had to get the grass done. I'm starting to fall behind on stuff. So I get this side a little bit. Let's see right about it there somewhere. Yeah. Whew, it's dark out here, man. Ugly. Yeah, ugly. How much weird you should be able to see without it. I can't see too good. too much one spot at a time. That's all I'm gonna burn through them. Alright, I think that's got it. A little spot back here. Head is very ugly because I'm doing this kind of damn dark. A little bit more. I just want to make sure I don't have no leaks. There we go. That looks pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, that's solid all the way around there. Alright. Let's get this. I can't really see right there too much. Get my wire wheel on that. Too dark. I need to get a light out here. Alright, let me get a light set up, which means plugging this in. I'm going to make sure it's just not leaking. Cut this off for a second. My light. So I give it to y'all on the reel here. I ain't worried about being perfect, because ain't nobody perfect. More about function. Make sure this damn thing works. Oh yeah, there we go. That's sealed up. There ain't no leaks there. Alright. Yeah, perfect. Alright, that ain't going nowhere. I got a couple little spots back here I think I'm going to touch up. Yeah, that looks really good. Yeah. I found a little spot where I had to burn through before my H pipe. Right here. If you can see it. But there's a couple little spots that had a little bit of black right there. Oh, that's not a leak. I thought that was. That is though. That's like a little leak right there. Right there's a little pinhole. I'm gonna fix those up real quick while I'm at it. Well, I can easily do that. I'm gonna take this to an exhaust shop, muffler shop somewhere. And I'm gonna have them extend my tailpipes back there. See how they just kind of cut off? It's got turn downs right here, right in front of the axle. I'm just gonna whack that off back there and go ahead and carry past the axle and shoot out the back somewhere. It's a little bit, how to quiet it down a little bit. I'm not trying to make it silent by any means, but just calm it down some. It's a little bit loud inside. I'm starting to get old, I guess. Alright, let's see here. Where is my little pinholes on this thing? Let's get those set. Man, I need to get more light down here in my little shop area. Okay. Nope, burn through, got too hot. Damn it. There we go. That fits that hole. I'm just going to get this one. Bang my damn leg off and keep pulling. There we go. I don't think that's a loop. Like I said, UGLY. I ain't got no alibi. And it is ugly. Oh, there's a little pinhole right there. See that one too. Get that one while we're at it. Alright. Alright, let's see. don't see any other little black soot spots anywhere, so it's not leaking anywhere else. I don't think. I got one back here. Oh, wait, I got one back here. Never mind. Got that cleared off. See that in the light. Wait. There we go. Okay. I believe. Let's see. Glass suck, y'all. Alright, there we go. Sliding off my bald head. Ain't got no hair to help hold nothing on no more. Alright, I think that's it. That's got the exhaust ready. Alright, let's see. Turn that off. Take off the gloves. Lay those back up here. And let's see. Look at the, oh yeah. I think I already got this on. Nice, isn't it? I like it. The big old thick flange. I did have a casualty on this side. I broke one of the ceramic boots on the number 4 cylinder. Yep. So it's like this, you know, you got number 2. There we go. Just imagine on the other side though. But see how there's a little bit of a gap here on this one, right? On the other side, it was right up against that. I barely could get it to slip on when I put it on with those Flow-Tech headers. When I went to take it, I could not get that thing off. I mean, I had a real hard time trying to get these angles. I think if I'd have angled it just right, I could have got it to slip off, but couldn't make that happen. So I got this. Got one of those coming, should be here tomorrow, and I can put the spark plug wires back on. I'm about to put the exhaust back on tonight. But my other little dilemma is my alternator, right? So this doohickey here, this brace, is going to be in the way of the fuel rail, which comes about right here, and then a fuel pressure regulator. I think it's up here. Then the fuel pressure regulator is going to be, in the way, and I'll show you that in a minute. I'll go in the office and show you. This is going to be in the way, so I got to cut this off. Also, the alternator doesn't have any bolts in the back. There's no access to bolt anything to this, so this little brace that I have that comes down here is going to go bye-bye. So I think what I'm going to do is have to cut and redo something here to make it just come to the very front on that and then come up to here. So that's a pretty, if you see this bend here, how it's kind of connected, I can drill this out to fit this a little bit better, right? And then do a bend and a cut and all this kind of stuff to make it just a little straight. I might even just weld it to this. That might even be better. Weld it onto here and then come straight down to that where I can put this in place. That's a stud though. Oh, that's a bolt. Okay. Yeah, that's a bolt that comes through, so I can run the bolt to the front, come all the way through. And then it'll grab that. I put it in there and put this in place and then put the bolt there. So it's a mess in my office, but this is what I'm talking about right here. So this part right here, so that bracket on that manifold, I cut this off because it was on that Victor Jr. already. The Performer RP, sorry. It was already there, so I cut this off on my old one so I could bolt that bracket because it didn't have the water temp sensor and all that stuff in here. It's a different intake, right? It's a little bit different. That I would have to cut around anyway to fit around this. So I don't want to do all that. And then by the time you put this fuel pressure regulator in here, it's right. See, that's not going to work. It's right in the way. So that is not going to go anyway. I can bolt in right here and have that little rod come up to the back side of the alternator. Here's my 175 amp alternator Power Master. It's gonna sit, you can see just the same way. I'll take a stake it out here. It's a mess. I need to clean up big time. Alright, you can see how this is gonna sit. See, it moves my wires down here. All that stuff instead of being right up there. That's one wire, so just one power wire and a ground wire, and that's it. But it's going to set up there,
It'll bolt up just the same. So I got the front one and the back one down here. Man, it's a pain in the butt. Reminds me of being a kid working out in the street when I used to. All right. So right there, you see how that bolts up. So the Power Master is going to go in place of that 175 amps. It'll go in place of that. That wire can be ditched. I think I'm using that to run my voltmeter. I'll just put that somewhere else. It doesn't matter. Hook it to the battery, do whatever. Or I can just hook it right to the back of the alternator. So how many volts are coming out too. But that doesn't need to be in there anymore. With this little brace, see if I can get this to hang back up again. There we go. Of course, the light doesn't know where I want it to go. But I'm thinking I can take this and bolt to the front of that other one, and then just angle this or do whatever. Maybe just weld it to this thing once I get it up there and set it into place. Check everything out, weld it from here down so I got a bar just to help support it. I really don't even think I need it. This big old thing, that bolts right there to the block, and then right down here to the block. So it, I mean, I guess it can kind of tilt back. So I probably should put something across here, I guess. But it doesn't need to be this big cattywampus thing. So I'm gonna take this off and just ditch this. I'm gonna completely get rid of that. Manifold bolts too. Them big old giant honkers. Those are ugly. Well, I did get two more. I can just take this one out and that one out because the other manifold doesn't have that. It doesn't have the top ones. It just has the two in front. Oh, so yeah, I'll have some extras. Cool. Yeah. I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. This is gonna have to go, and then I'll just have to put a brace. Maybe it'll be even bolt it from here and come around somehow. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Some type of different brace to hold this up than this thing. And I really don't even know if I need it. I just gotta take a look at it and see how it feels when I take all this apart. I may take this off tonight just to check it and see. Let me pull this alternator off, because that's not a 4 gauge though. I need a 4 gauge going back to the battery. So I got to do a little bit of wiring and stuff. For now, I'm happy with that. Now let's go throw this side over here in. Yeah. Yes, and I did leave. So somebody asked me this. John, buddy out of California. Anyway, I left the spark plugs in, as you can see down there. I can pull my headers out without even having to worry about hitting the spark plugs and things. So I have plenty of room. Because I got the high torque mini starter from Summit. Thank you, Summit Racing. Been in there about 10 years, working like a champ still. But I can replace, if you look at the frame, see how it's a little bit narrower right there, right past where the motor mount is. It starts to narrow up. I clearanced the frame. I'm pretty sure I clearanced this frame when I put in the engine mount so that I could get the headers in and out much easier. And I didn't take off much, really. I think I took off about a 1/4 inch. So you would think there's a whole lot of frame I took off there, but it's really only about a 1/4 inch. So I didn't really lose any strength. The channel's still there. I just made it a little bit narrower in that spot to be able to get the headers in and out easy. So if you ever got your engine out, or you got a way to get down in there and cut pretty easy, and you're taking headers in and out, and you want to pull and do stuff, remember that little trick right there. Right in that area right there. So I took off about a 1/4 inch from here, about to where the back of that little bracket's sticking out right there past the fuel lines. Just right there. Took that little section out. Just cut off about a 1/4 inch all the way back on both sides, and just on the top, not on the bottom, and they slip right out. Makes the headers easy. It's a cake to take in and out. So I'm gonna get this one slid up in here. Maybe I can do that. I might be able to film that. Let's see if I can film that, putting that in there just to show it does. It slips up in there pretty easy. It's not that hard at all. I don't want to make people jealous. We'll see if I can put that in. Sometimes doing headers is a pain, but I don't have to take the starter out. I don't have to do anything. It just slides right up in there. So let me see if I can get this set up, and then we'll come back. All right, here we go. Let me get under here and see if I can, how long it takes me to slide these headers up into place.
that's it. That's all it takes. You got one bolt here. And let's see if I can do this without knocking the camera down. Just nice and easy, so I don't drop the header or scratch it. One there. And put another one right here. I'll pull back out. Just to help hold it in place to make it easier to line up this bolt in the back, because it is hard to reach in there. That wasn't I say it was. Not that bad. It's not. Come on. Start right. There we go. Alright, like I was saying, I'm going to put both of these on here. It might be a mistake, but I'm going to give it a shot and see. So I'm going to put this metal, I think it's, I don't remember who makes this, but this metal gasket on the inside, and I'm going to put this other regular header gasket on the outside, and it should work out like a champ, I think. I put the other side on, it felt really good when it went together, so I'm pretty sure that should keep it from leaking. Go. Oof. Perfect. Alright. Bolts put in here. And I'll come around and tighten these all up. And these are, this side is not fun to do, but I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and watch me put every single bolt in. So I'm going to, I don't think I got enough battery. Maybe I can do a fast forward thing. Let me see if I can do that time lapse it. It's gonna run out of power. I ain't got 34% left. I'm just gonna stop it here in a minute. Let me put these other last three in. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you gotta kind of come up here backwards to get this. 7. And number 8, the last little one. Here. Oh, haha, almost screwed up. I gotta put the dipstick tube back in. I think it goes to this one. Yeah, I think it does. So I'm just going to take the camera first. Back up in the place here. Place is a good place to stop for now. Alright, I'll be back. Everything's set. Easier to find if I pull this off the distributor. And then I set my timer.